Last night, we gave you some tips for shooting great holiday videos. Tonight, CTV's Melling and editor Ryan Snider have some tips for editing some memorable Christmas home movies.
It seems most home computers now have video editing software.
There are plenty of ways to make an edited piece look much more professional and a lot better, easier to watch.
So here are some tips for Christmas home movie editing excellence. Tip 1, pay attention to the pacing of your video. Try to keep shots the same length.
If the pacing is set up so that they're uneven, for instance 3 seconds and then 10 seconds and then 4 seconds, this 10-second shot may seem unnaturally long.
Tip 2, avoid jump cuts.
An example of one of those would be 2 shots placed side by side on the timeline that are very similar in their framing.
A cut between those types of shots is jarring.
Where if you can take sort of this mid close-up and then cut to a shot that's at a different angle, you avoid that problem.
3, know where to cut.
You want to put it either immediately after an action has finished, whether that be the person on screen finishing a movement or the camera itself finishing its pan.
This is an example of how not to do it. See how the cut happens before the camera stops moving and how Courtney is already tossing her bear. How hard it is to cut your video really depends on how well it was shot. Try doing things like holding your shot steady and holding each shot for around 10 seconds. Tip 4 is regarding effects. Home editing programs offer lots of different ways to cut, change, and transition your video. Don't overuse them.
When you start getting different transitions and different video that doesn't really make sense with the video you're cutting, it'll get a little bit visually tiring.
Finally, one last tip.
If you're going to send this Christmas video out to different family members or post it on YouTube or whatever you want to do with it, people are not going to have the attention span to watch your entire Christmas take place. So if you can cut it and keep it moving and at a fun pace, people will actually watch the whole thing.
10 minutes is a good rule of thumb, and you can always keep the raw tape for yourself. Melling, CTV News.